Welcome everyone to today's Explainer. Today we're doing something a little bit different, and honestly, it is so much fun. We're taking a wildly chaotic, blink-and-you-miss-it 60-second sponsor read and structuring the whole thing into a clear, digestible breakdown. You know those rapid-fire promotions where you're left thinking, wait, what did they even just say? Well, we're going to extract every single hidden detail and map it all out so you don't miss a beat about the actual game being presented. So let's just dive right in.
Section 1. The Water Balloon Incident. A chaotic, cold open.
Okay, so before we even get to the meat of the game, the speaker in our source is experiencing this incredibly bizarre, almost suffocating falling sensation. I mean, the transcript literally kicks off in a state of sheer, absolute panic. They're going, ooh, hold on, hey, am I flying? What the? Oh, no, whoa, help me, help it, oh. And then, with zero hesitation, we get this immediate deadpan pivot. Big thanks to Genshin Impact for sponsoring. It's incredible. It is a masterful switch from absolute terror to a highly professional, upbeat explainer voice.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 2. Entering the world of Teyvat, the game foundation.
Leaving the sheer panic of that giant water balloon behind us, we step into the foundational setting of the game itself, a place called Teyvat. Now, this is an expansive, open-world action RPG, where 7 distinct elemental powers basically run the show. It's kind of funny, actually, because amidst all the frantic screaming from that intro, this is the highly structured, deep fantasy world we're being invited to explore. The source material really grounds us in this vast universe, making it clear that mastering these 7 elements is absolutely crucial to the entire experience.
Now, what's absolutely key here is how you actually access this massive world. The source makes a huge point about accessibility, highlighting cross-platform exploration. So whether you're the type to settle in at your desk on a PC, or maybe you prefer playing on the go with your mobile device, or even kicking back in your living room with a PlayStation 4 or 5, the world of Teyvat is entirely open to you. It's just a seamless open invitation to join the adventure no matter what hardware you've got.
And honestly, this perfectly illustrates the hilarious contrast woven throughout our source material. On one hand, you've got a speaker who is stuttering, totally panicking, and apparently trapped inside a giant, suffocating water balloon. But on the other hand, the game itself is promising incredible storytelling, completely immersive gameplay, and a beautifully crafted open world. The sheer juxtaposition between the speaker's wet, terrifying predicament and the serene, story-driven vibe of the actual game is just pure comedic gold.
Section 3. Welcome to Fontaine, the massive version 4.0 expansion.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how the focus shifts heavily to a major new update. Fontaine isn't just your standard flat terrain. It represents a massive expansion of the game's environment. The new map brings in these intricate, multi-layered cityscapes for you to navigate, plus tons of hidden secret passages to uncover. But perhaps most fittingly for a watery-themed ad read, it introduces all-new, groundbreaking underwater gameplay, which literally changes how you interact with the whole world.
So, as you can probably guess, this update is heavily focused on aquatic exploration. You're encouraged to literally dive right in to uncover the secrets hidden beneath Fontaine's massive waters. And, a huge RPG expansion just wouldn't be complete without a fresh cast, right? Players are promised the chance to meet some really intriguing new characters, expanding the game's deep lore and introducing totally new dynamics to your adventuring party along the way.
Now, the original audio rapid fires through these next details, so let's slow it down for a second to really grasp what's being offered here. Alongside the massive new map and the characters, version 4.0 drops time-limited events that come complete with exclusive banners. And if you're an older player returning to the game and wondering, man, how long is it going to take me to trek across the entire map to get to this new area? Well, they've got you covered. You get quick access through a special teleport waypoint right away. It's a ton of valuable gameplay information packed into literally just a few seconds of audio.
Section 4. Real-World Exhibitions. Bringing Teyvat to New York. Over 100. This is where the digital game actually bleeds right into our physical reality. The exhibition features over 100 design manuscripts, real physical replicas, and a whole lot more. It's this massive real-world showcase dedicated entirely to the game's intricate art, its development process, and the specific, unique aesthetics of the Fontaine expansion. Let's move to the timeline and see how this builds, because the audio rattled these dates off incredibly fast. Let's track it carefully. From August 19th through the 27th, this physical exhibition takes over Moonlight Studios in New York for a totally immersive, in-person event. Then, literally the very next day on August 28th, an online version of the exhibition goes live.
This means the entire experience becomes fully accessible to everyone across the globe who couldn't, actually make it out to the city.
So what is the ultimate takeaway here? Well, the source ends with a super rapid call to action, which we've broken down into 3 highly structured, actionable takeaways for you. Step 1, click the link in the description below. Step 2, start playing the game for free. And Step 3, dive in, explore the underwater world of Fontaine, and check out that exhibition. It provides a direct, crystal-clear path from listening to that chaotic ad read straight to actually jumping into the game.
Which brings us to the hilariously awkward conclusion. Just listen to how this wraps up. Thanks again to Jenge for including us in this magical, watery journey. The speaker graciously attempts to conclude the sponsor read, desperately trying to hold on to that professional, authoritative ad voice while they are very clearly still trapped, struggling, and just bouncing around inside that giant water balloon.
So, the real question is, are you ready to embark on this magical watery journey, or would you rather stay trapped in the giant water balloon? It perfectly summarizes the wild juxtaposition of this entire read, but it also leaves us wondering, with digital worlds getting this massive and this immersive, how far are creators going to go to physically pull us into their promotions next? Thank you so much for joining me in breaking down this wonderfully chaotic source material today. Keep learning, keep exploring, and